superstar, superstar.
Come on.
Check this out.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Caribbean Motor Racing Sim Club, and time for a second series, the second championship Ferrari Challenge, a single make series using the Ferrari 488 Challenge Evo. 4 tracks, all in North America. And in a series where everyone's been dying to wait for a single make, it's finally here. And this is going to really prove the best of the best. Welcome everyone. Here today we are live in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. Skies are looking pretty clear out here. A bit of clouds here and there. A bit of wind out here. But a nice sunny day to go racing. The drivers very eager to get this race especially going here at Montreal. A first time being here, a long time coming, I will say. I'm so happy to be here at Montreal. And yeah, so we have the Ferrari Challenge here, of course done in real life at this very circuit. And as the drivers are all getting ready for the action to unfold, let's take a look at the drivers who are going to be taking part in today's event. So, as with CMRSC, a couple new names with a couple returning faces. Starting off with their defending champion of 2024, Preda. Followed by that in P2, there we have Sebastian Duran. I believe last time we saw him was at the Hungaroring for round 5. Next up, Angelo making his debut here in Caribbean Motor Racing Sim Club. So Angelo Gilles out here, wishing him the best of luck in his debut race, of course. There's only been 2 drivers in CMRSC history to win on their debut. So I can't wait to see what he can do out here today. We have Dante Abal making his first road race event. Of course, the only 2 races he had done previously were the Coke 600 at Charlotte, and can't forget about the Daytona 500 last week, which we'll get into more detail in a moment. Ben Rushworth also in the session here, making his debut. So once again, massive good luck to him. And yeah, let's see what he could do against the best here in Caribbean Motor Racing Sim Club. Ben Turner making his return from not this year, but last year's GT3 Masters Championship. Can't wait to see what he does out here. Been a while, so gotta shake off the cobwebs here in CMRSC and see what he can do out here. Cole Bradbury, also another driver making a return. Haven't been here in a while, I will say. I'm not too sure if it was GT3. We last saw him in 2023. Happy to have him back. Marlon Young coming back here from the 2024 GT World Challenge. Danny Nasir, of course, we saw him last week out. And a couple other drivers still yet to join the session. But yep, live in Montreal here. Let's try to find a driver out here to watch. Let's go on board with Danny Nasir as he comes over the start-finish line. Let's watch as he goes around this circuit. Going into turn 1 now, down into second gear. Let the car run wide as you enter the first turn, and then the hairpin of turn 2. Down the straight, entering the complex of chicanes here, this first one. Mounted those curbs, do not hit the outside wall there. Looking pretty good so far. Down into second gear. These drivers are unable to touch their gearing. So as they exit there, onto the straight, we're in F1. This is a DRS zone. As they enter just under the tunnel here, braking down. Third gear, back on the loud pedal. As you race down to the hairpin, chasing down Marlon Young. Let's get those names up. Third gear, second gear, just about slowing it down, staying in between track limits. And now onto the long back straight. And taking the slipstream. Let's see how powerful the slipstream is one-on-one here. And looks like he's just gonna back out, braking just under the Rolex sign. Over the 2 curbs, avoiding the wall of champions, racing to the line. That is a lap around Circuit Gilles Villeneuve. One of the oldest tracks on the Formula 1 calendar, I will say. And always one of the best. That's bias coming out of me. We got a couple layout changes on the stream here. You may notice the top timer is gone. That has been shifted over to a much cleaner look on the left kind of logos on the side there. Ferrari Challenge Montreal, and then we have the timer there. So of course the leaderboard is now changed. It doesn't have a timer anymore. Now it says practice. But oh, is Luca Adrena sliding that car in corner exit there. I will say that we are in for a special one. And we also have the fastest laps finally working for us now. Fastest lap there for Ben Turner. So, what does this championship entail? Great question. First of all, this is going to be a 4-race championship. We start off here in Montreal, then we go to the States, to Mid-Ohio for the Mid-Ohio takeover. Followed by that, we are going to a very special track in my heart, the Honda Indy Toronto, or should I say the Ferrari Challenge Toronto. We're going to be going to the streets of Toronto, Canada for the final Canadian Grand Prix. There's 2 Canadian tracks, 2 American tracks. The final track in this championship, Ben Turner slaps the wall on corner exit there. Road Atlanta for the finale of this championship. A championship has gone through so many revisions. I will say, we finally got ourselves a series now. So I'm just gonna get myself a separate timer here on screen. So, just 2 minutes left to go. And free practice. Let's hop into the session. Requirements to be able to... Getting a couple things prepared onto the side. Alright, make sure you guys are joining our Discord if you do enjoy the racing and want to get a part of the action. As we see Sebastian Duran putting in his fastest time there. And checkered flag flying now. Practice has now come to an end. Let's hop into the race chat finally here.
Hello.
You guys are live now, so keep that in mind.
Guten Tag.
Hello, I'm shooting my own POV today.
I
Sweet.
will turn on.
I'm about to link.
Yeah, you send the link to the share content. Alright, practice coming to an end.
Cole, how much fuel are you running for your race setup?
Like 78, and I'm praying that's enough.
Now, I'll let you guys know quickly, if you have any setup changes regarding fuel, do that now, because we're going to have to leave the session and come into the qualifying session. So, any fuel stuff you need to do now, do it. If you're complete with your setup, hit the save button and exit the server. I'll let you guys know when qualifying is up.
Wait, we can load in the...
Ooh, it's not their own horn out here. I think it's Luca.
Right, time to link it like everywhere I know of. On my stream.
But yeah, make sure you guys are saving your setups. Yeah, once you're finished with practice, you guys can leave. Qualifying will be starting in about 3 minutes. So we're going to get the server up as soon as possible. So as we see, Ben not taking the best of lines around here, but it's a line, I will say. Not with the right side of his car. Cole Bradbury live streaming here. Gonna give him a shout out, so show him some love. Link or it didn't happen, Cole. There you go. If you want to support Cole, give him a follow. We are gonna go into intermission. That is practice complete. Actually, let's just go look at those times really quickly. So Luca Andretta, fastest there.
Practicing in single player.
It'll be a 10-minute multi-car. I just gotta load up the qualifying session. It's
multi. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
10 minutes.
Here we go.
Yeah, same as GT3.
Yeah.
So qualifying coming to an end there. Sebastian Dur in P2 and Gilles in P3. Let's hit intermission. We will be right back. Qualifying starts 2 minutes time. Don't go anywhere.
Also, Revolt, it wasn't the tires, it was the brakes that were making the car
it's
weird.
the brake? Okay.
Yeah, because I looked at the temps and it's 1,000 degrees after 2 laps.
Alright, stand by, guys. Qualifying about to come up. The session is going to be up in a moment. Once you join, qualifying will begin, but I will restart it once we have everyone in, so don't worry. Once you get in the first time, you see the timer already going down. Sessions up. Sessions up. Make sure if you guys are enjoying the streams, hit that subscribe button. Our new target goal, 550 subscribers. So it'd be awesome if you can help us achieve that goal by just hitting that subscribe button if you are not already joined with us. And you'll be able to use the live chat. Not a cheap way to get subs, just a way to avoid the bots. Anyways, we are now getting into the session. So if you guys want to like run out, see how far you can drive because qualifying will start in a moment. I'm just waiting till I see everyone from practice get in. But it will be restarted. So just be ready with that. So, of course, qualifying not starting just yet. I'll give you guys about 30 more seconds before we start the qualifying timer. It'll be a 10-minute session, multi-car. All right, make your predictions now. Who is taking pole position here in Montreal? All right, 8 seconds. Three, two, one.
Where did everybody just go?
Yeah, I'm concerned.
Oh, interesting. I think it just disconnected for a second. It's up on my side.
Everyone.
Oh, it disconnected. It disconnected. All right. All right. That's a bit weird.
Do we have to rejoin?
Yeah. Just rejoin. Rejoin. I'll restart it. I'll just reset it a second time. That was a bit of a whoopsie
Weird
there.
one.
Whoopsie
Yeah.
daisy.
All right. I'm just gonna rejoin here. Yep. Just rejoin, guys. Just rejoin. Let's get back into the session here. Luckily, we're not losing any time. I'll try to start it immediately. And should be loading in right now. All right, 10 seconds.
I ain't reached it yet.
All right, copy. See a couple of drivers racing out. All right, qualifying has now begun. 10 minutes. Best of luck. Here we go. Qualifying is underway. As the drivers are racing out of pit lane. We can get this one underway. Luca Andretti racing out, followed by Dante Abal. Angelo also out there. Ben behind him. Cole Bradbury, Marlon Young, Ben Turner. 13 cars. Looks like out here today. The hairpin section, and Andretti will be the lead man in this charge. As you see all the Ferraris coming down in all different colors. Man, it looks awesome out here. Sebastian's first pole, I can feel it, says Stephen Pommels. He's gonna have to get past this man though. Luca Andretti, an aggressive start to this lap here. We're gonna take a watch and we're gonna see how he does. Crossing over the start finish line now. He's gonna lead the charge. Going around turn one there. Second gear, first gear. Short shifting up now. And through the first set of chicanes here. It's a good angle. We're gonna stick with it. Through the fast left and right, but the right you want to take a little lift and then right back on the throttle, braking at the 100-meter marker. Now, back down on the throttle ever so slightly until we straighten up this car. Use that exit curb if you have to. Now racing to the next chicane here. P11, Danny Nasir should be up the road. Braking at the 100-meter marker down into second gear. Just avoiding those sausage curbs can really upset the car if it's hitting the wrong way. To the hairpin. Down into first. Full lock the wheel. Corner exit. You can hear the wheel spinning. He's not using traction control. And there he goes down the straight. Passing the lake on the left-hand side. Let's see how he's taking the final chicane. Very bumpy. Hard to get it right. Looks pretty good, though. I will say, racing to the line, the time they're all going to be chasing is a 1:29.218. Incredible. We have seen faster times, though, by Luca Andretti, but the 2:18, definitely possible. Dante Abal, 29.5 there. Ooh, there we see. Angelo getting it wrong. They're on corner exit there. David Castro, newcomer here. Setting a new PB. Ooh, check that out though. Ben Rushworth now. The Englishman going to P3. A 1:30.118. With Luca being the first to set a lap, is it going to be a thing where he just sits on top of the standings the whole session? We have seen it countless times. Marlon Young, as he's off the track momentarily. I'm not too sure. He's still on track. I still think there's a lot of improvement to go. We're going to take a look at those sector times. Let's actually bring those up right now. If we can find it here. Not too sure if it's on our screens. I think I got it. There we go. So, Luca, he has improved in that first sector there. Lost a 10th in the second, but look how aggressive he is through that. Oh, Ben bringing out yellow flags. Luca taking it to pits. Cannot find the speed that he wants. Now Dante. No lap times from him. Cole Bradbury, great time for him. A 29.9. Goes third. And now here comes Sebastian Duran. Has a lot of promise out here in CMRSC. Is a very fast driver as well. Looking pretty fast. We're going to check him out later on. Who is on a lap that we can watch sectors? Oh, did find one. Danny Nasir, a 2.5 seconds off. Currently P10 with a 31.5 as he goes through the final chicane. Loud and clear. You got 4 minutes and 36 seconds in qualifying.
I'm booting up now. Anybody willing to help with some fuel?
I believe I heard 70 liters.
74. He's safe.
74, 76. That's Sean Lee entering in, just able to clutch in. Get into the session. 2 races we have for you today. The first one, 30 minutes. 30-minute race will be determined by this grid. Second race, reverse grid with the top 5 of this race all receiving BOP. So it'll be very interesting to see how the second race unfolds, and it's only going to be a 10-lap sprint. And it's the result, the best result of the 2 races that will be scored. Let's take a look back up the order. Gonna get a bit of frame drops on our end, not too sure what that is. We're gonna see if we can get that sorted. On board with Cole though, as he's onto the back straight. Hard on the brakes now, just before the 100-meter marker. Not as aggressive, but a lot more cleaner than Luca, I will say, through that chicane. And out racing to the start-finish line, crossing over now, no improvements from him. But Luca Andretta looks to be going a 10th quicker. Yes, he is. Around the hairpin now. Luca looking fast. How does the second sector look? We're going to cross over it right about now. Over the detection point. We're going to see here. Oh, looks like he actually cut the track. We're now noticing, yep, he has a cut track there. So time won't count going forward. Dante Abal, P2 with a 29.5. Just 3/10 off. Danny Nasir in pit road. Luca, though. Oh, no! My apologies. Looks like the time did count, and it's a 28.906. The time did not look like it counted, but I guess the detection point for Sector 2 is a lot more further onto the back straight. That, my friends, could potentially be pole position out here. We're seeing P5 here. Angelo putting in a P5 time in his debut. Looking very good out there. Taking on Ben Rushworth. Going for that Rookie of the Year stats. Respect it. Minute and 40 left to go in qualifying. Is there still any hope for a new driver to take on that top spot? Or are we all done and dusted? Cole putting in a personal best of a 29.722, but not enough to take pole position. Can anyone touch Dante Abal's time? It's looking pretty close. Sebastian Duran is up there as well. A 10th, just a personal best. He has improved. Staying on board with him. There you see Danny Nasir getting out the way just in time. Breaking at the 100-meter marker down through the gears. Lot confident, lot cleaner. Greasy off the road there momentarily. As we're watching Sebastian now. Darren, he's going to be entering the final couple of corners. 3/10 off, though, in the final sector. Not enough to improve to go against Luca's time, but is it enough to take on Dante's time as he comes across the line? Yes, it is! A 29.418! P2 goes to Sebastian Duran. Ben now, it's 130 dead. Personal best. That's going to be his qualifying done. Bradbury. Any improvements? Nah, doesn't look like it. That first sector. Oh, as he almost hits the wall of champions, trying to set up for one final attempt. Dante Abal also going to be at it for one final shot to take back P2. As the timer is coming down now, I think we can look at P9. Marlon Young coming across the line now, hits the wall of champions, flips the car, a hard hit, upside down, wheels are off the car. That's disqualified. The wall of champions spitting him out violently. Oh my goodness. Horrific crash there. Hopefully he's okay and he can make the start of that one. I think we got some spare cars in the back of these Ferraris. Curtis Gregory, not looking fast. Yep, he's going to take that one into the pits. Taking a look at the last couple of drivers. P13 maybe? Nope, he's coming in. So as Ben Turner, but Sebastian Duran racing to the line now. Is this going to be enough to potentially improve? No, he lifts at the line. That's his qualifying done. Luca also done as well. Dante Abal, eyes on him, as well as Cole Bradbury. 2 cars to go. One of them here. The Argentine driver exiting the final corner and takes to the pits. Doesn't have enough. As well as Cole. That, my friends, is qualifying complete. All right, awesome qualifying there, guys. Congratulations to your top 3, Luca, Andretta, Sebastian Duran, and Dante Ball. So, countdown now. Once again, you guys are going to have to leave the session to hop into the race session. Once you do, it's going to be a 2-minute warm-up session, so you guys are free to practice your starts as well. So, yep, leave the server now, and the session will be up in about a minute. So, what a qualifying there from the drivers.
I'd love to know how I got 4th.
That was a good time from you.
I knew I could do a 29, but I was like, Jesus.
But there you see the drivers very elated with their times early on here. Trying to get into the intermission booth. That is not the... That's our old intermission. Wow. All right. First race. Remember, folks, 2 races out here today. So stay tuned. 1 minute's time before we see the drivers on track once again.
Into the night, the city lights are dancing, slowly falling apart. The shadows causing an outbreak. I'm wishing upon a star. This time I'm feeling stronger. And I know
What's up, I think?
I always had to look at my brakes.
Session up, session up, session up. 2-minute warm-up. So that should be enough time for everyone to get in. Of course, the grids are all going to be set, so yeah, this warm-up doesn't mean anything when it regards to time.
My loading screen's so funny, it's just a screenshot.
So heading back into the session. Drivers are warming up to get in for race 1. 30 minutes long. $5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Right on target here for today's event. The first round of the Ferrari Challenge 2024. Let's go trackside. Just a minute to go. These drivers are going to be ready now for the big one to go down here. Some drivers practicing their starts out here. A big race out here. Remember, the best result out of 2 races. So with this first one, a lot of time to stretch your legs out with your qualifying complete. But if you do have a bad race, second one is a reverse grid. A chance for everyone to really hammer it down. A second chance with only 10 laps. Every driver enters the session now.
Yeah, same.
All right, so we should all have gentlemen's agreement to stay between the lines.
Agreed.
Yep.
What's up? What's a gentleman's agreement with?
No, because of the exit line, like on the track, not in the pits. Because you can
on
go
track.
right to the apex. Or should we?
I mean, yeah, if you guys have a gentleman's agreement on that, yeah, that'd be
Yeah,
respectful.
we got the widen for
Yeah, that'd be fair as well.
Yeah. However, I'll do whatever. If someone's doing it, I'm obviously gonna do it.
What is that?
That's just the pit exit line when it's merging onto the racetrack.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like T3.
Take the wider line out.
Yeah, I will say. I'll say take the wide line out. All right.
So it's wide line?
Yeah, wide line.
No problem.
So you're not gonna cut through. I'm not gonna penalize it if you do, but
When I
let's.
logged in, I tried to drive like
Gentlemen's agreement.
If you have a gentleman agreement, I'm
I'm
okay
happy
with that.
with that. Danny, what was your question?
yeah, I'm getting locked in the pits. When I try to drive out, I get locked. So
The session's over. The session's over now. That's why.
No, I'm talking about when I was in the session. So I came out, come back in, and same thing.
Yeah, because the timer is now expired.
That's not.
No, he means before. My car
before?
was also locked. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it's
was
real
locked before
penalty.
when I loaded in.
When you loaded
Real
it.
penalties taking ages to load.
It was locked for like 10, 15 seconds.
Okay. It should be
Yeah,
fine
I
for the
can't
race.
drive now, but that's because the end of the session.
Yeah,
Epic.
it should be fine for the race. You're not going to be locked for the grid though.
So should I come out and go back in, or am I
No,
okay?
no, you're okay. As long as you're in the server, you're fine.
Okay.
All right. So just a minute before we get onto the grid, I just want to let you guys know that this is one of two races. This first race, 30 minutes long. The second race is going to be a 10-lap reverse grid race. The top 5 is going to receive equal BOP. Obviously, if you scored the top 3 most laps, you were able to get some of that deducted, so you know who you are there. But yeah, 2 races. However, it's your best result out the 2 races gets scored for points. So if you win this first race and you don't do well in the second race, we're only taking your race 1 results. So best of luck to you guys here. This first race, mandatory pit stop, so make sure you guys have that set up ready. And yeah, we should have 90 seconds before the lights. So best of luck to you guys. If any other questions you have, I believe everything is all answered in the Ferrari challenge chat. So yep, we have 2 minutes. 2 minutes to race. To lights out.
You guys should all be very careful on the first chicane, the right left-hander, like over the curb, because if you hit the wall there, you kind of get sucked into it, and then you do triple backflip, and then you land back on the track. So yeah, that would be a bit scary if that would happen.
Just one other thing. The horn is so echoey around the track.
There's a horn? I didn't have a horn.
There's a horn on the car, but it's very, very echoey and loud. It's like just so much more louder. But yeah.
My push to talk is supposed to be my horn. I don't hear nothing. So.
But as the drivers get ready, ladies and gentlemen, the Canadian Grand Prix, the first Canadian Grand Prix of 2 races here and 2 Canadian tracks. Round 1, it's Montreal's takeover, and it is next. And as the drivers get set, 50 seconds to go before lights out. The drivers lined up on the grid. Let's take a look at our qualifying. Starting on the pole position, it's Luca Andretti, followed by Ben Rushworth. Then we have Ben Turner, Sergio Castro. Actually, I believe that's practice. We don't even have it here. We look at the side there. Luca Andretti, Sebastian Duran, Dante Ball, Cole Bradbury, Ben Rushworth, Ben Turner, Angelo, David Castro, Marlon Young, Martin Webster, Danny Sear, Sean Lee, Sergio Castro, and Curtis Gregory. To line up your grid, ladies and gentlemen, the lights come up on our screen for the first round here in Montreal. Best of luck. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lights for the first round. We go racing. Great start there from Luca Andretti as we head into turn 1 there now. Let's get to the top here as soon as possible. Luca and Jordan with an amazing start. Sebastian Duran coming up into P2. Dante Ball, P3. Cole Bradbury, Ben Rushworth also going side by side with each other in the backgrounds. They all try to funnel in through the chicane now. Good start from all of them. Oh, one car off the track. Martin Webster just gets it on the track. Danny Nasir trying to look for a way to capitalize there, but all the drivers start to snake through now. Not much of a place to overtake, but we get this one underway. And the crowd are loving it here in Canada. Lovely start from the crew. Luca and Jordan with the whole shot, getting it underway. Has a good lead there, 6/10. Sebastian Duran is also going to be in trouble, though. Dante Ball is going to be looking to pressure that one big time. As I go through the hairpin. Looking good. Don't see any moves just yet from anyone. Lovely racing on lap 1. They still got the wall of champions in the final chicane to maneuver through. So hopefully we don't see anything happen crazy there. We're going to watch it, though, as they all exit the final turn. Looking very good from all of them. As they also get close to the wall. That's one car in. I believe that was Martin Webster. No, it was Curtis Gregory. He's under pressure from Martin Webster. Takes to the inside now. Side by side into one. Gets it done. Great move done by Webster. What a move. Back up to the front, though, we're watching Rushworth now as he's looking to try to find some pace now to go up against Dante Ball. But Dante making a mistake off the track there. The Argentinian driver losing valuable time, battling against the ball there. Rushworth now trying to find a move, looking to the inside now. Can't get it done. Ben backing out there. Let's see if our titles work. Yeah, they look like they do, so we can finally see driver position. We know we had an issue like that earlier. Side by side, though, into one. Very wide. There goes Ben. Loses out. Curtis Gregory 3 wide there. On corner exit there. That's not Cole. Sorry, apologies. Cole Bradbury, not Curtis Gregory. 2 by 2 there. On corner exit onto the back straight. Ben Turner watching the action unfold just ahead of him now. 8 viewers watching the stream. Thank you so much for tuning in there. As they go through the chicane now, funneling back into single file. Marlon Young, Sean Lee. Oh, contact! That's the X-Play teammates! Getting it all wrong. Contact between them. Marlon gets it going. But the action's unfolding up here. The battle for P4. There you see Ben now side by side with Cole Bradbury. Lovely racing there as he's side by side, inches ahead. Just about gets the maneuver done. Tucks in, back onto the racing line. No, goes off. Cole now gonna take advantage, as well as David Castro gets that move done as well. Sean Lee a little bit far behind. Galicio now side by side with Rushworth. A Englishman against the Argentinian driver. Still side by side. Cole Bradbury could potentially look to pick up the scraps there. A little bit far behind he is. Behind them, though. Trying to get a good angle. Ben Turner trying to get a move. 2 cars off track. No, it was just Cole Bradbury. David getting it through. No! Gets it wrong. Spins out. Trying to get it out the way. Contact. Damage for him. Trying to wait for a place to maneuver now. And gets it going. Now, I will say, it is a reverse grid coming up, so you do not want to miss out, especially for all of these drivers. Meanwhile, at the front, Luke Andretta with an amazing lead. 3 seconds of the fastest lap of 29.3. No points for you for fastest lap. You're just showing off there, sir. 5/10 between the battle for P4. Rushworth having an amazing fight here with Galicio now. And in the background, you also see Ben Turner, Cole Bradbury also in the mix there. Position change in the background. Marlon Young able to get his fellow yellow Ferrari brethren and gets a move done there. Sebastian Duran has somehow found Luca Andretta. We also have a move down in the back. Sean Lee getting the move done, but we literally just saw Luca Andretta with a 3-second lead. Honks his horn. I don't know which one that was. That is Luca Andretta. Oh my goodness, that sounds way too funny. But Sebastian Duran, a second chance. Luca Andretta possibly getting it wrong somewhere. Meanwhile, 3/10 the difference between Nicole Bradbury and Ben Turner. The two Englishmen. I know it says the Italian flag, but oh, in the background there, Danny Nasir trying to get some maneuvers. Yep, that's 3 British drivers, all fighting for P5. But in a 30-minute session, already down to 23 minutes left to go in this race. But some of the best racing I have seen all year long. Oh, hard in the wall there, Martin Webster getting it wrong. Corner exit, Danny Nasir with a run. Can he get the move done into turn 1 here? Breaking down, finds the space. Nope. Has to tuck back in. Looking to try to get a better bit of corner exit. Can't get it done there. Oh, going through the curbs there. Martin Webster hits the wall hard. Gonna be some side panel damage there, but Danny Nasir is able to get up into P9. Valuable points. If that's your best finish, that's your best finish. Maybe the strategy is go balls to the wall in race 1. Try to get your best result here and then just go all in race 2, or maybe play it safe now, go all in race 2. It's your best result out the 2 races that's going to be scored for points. Luca Andretta, though, able to extend that gap to 1.1 seconds, so doing a great job there. Maybe the strategy is... Apologies there for the echo, just making sure all audio levels are good to go. Through the final chicane they go. As we watch now on the back straight once more. There we see some pit stops going underway. I believe that was Rushworth. Yes, it is. So, first driver to come in for his pit stop. Mandatory tire change for everyone that they must do. Meanwhile, we have a fight for P13 here. Curtis Gregory under some pressure. These 2 guys in the back are... I mean, if they stay here, they're going to be P1 and P2 coming into the second race, as space was there for Castro, but backs out ultimately. Rushworth now coming out on track. Last place, but with that pit stop complete, he's going to be just running up the positions now. But 21 minutes left to go. Castro looks to be getting the move done. Oh, yes, he has. Wow. What a maneuver. Fortunately, did not see it live. And another position. Danny Nasir losing out to Martin Webster. Making a move there. Martin and Danny having a great fight here. Danny sees the outside. Can he switch back onto the inside? Great racing here. Side by side. No, tucks back into the slipstream. Danny Nasir now 6th gear, 250 kilometers climbing now. Looks to the inside of the final chicane. Nope, gonna back out. It's the first curb. A lot too much of that sausage curb, I will say. So remember, mandatory tire change. Mandatory tire change. You can take that at any part in the race. You must come into the pits once and change your tires. Fuel is optional. So just letting the drivers know. A reminder that they all must make a pit stop. Meanwhile, though, your closest battle on track at the moment, Danny Nasir against Martin Webster, looks to be identical on pace between each other. Danny Danny this here just falling off there. Still 8 tenths. Now through this section now. Corner exit, 8 tenths, 9 tenths. Kind of juggling between the two. There we see Sergio Castro. Fun fact, there's actually 2 Castros in this race. I'm not too sure if they are siblings. They might be. But we'll ask him afterwards. Our 2 newcomers here doing a good job so far of keeping the nose clean. That's what matters the most. But Sergio Castro and David Castro, great debuts for them. But Angelo is having the best out of all of them. Cole Bradbury coming in for his mandatory pit stop. 19 minutes to go. Let's look back up to the front. Let's go down the order. Starting with this man here, Luca Andretti. Looked like he made a mistake early on. Marlon Young also coming into the pits. The Swiss Superman looking very well in this first race. What is going to suck for him is that the top 5 will all receive 150 kilograms of weight and 100% restricted engine to the car. Now, this is only for the second race for the top 5. That's going to give a huge opportunity to anyone outside the top 5. That's right now your Sean Lee, Martin Webster, Danny Sear, Sergio Castro, David Castro, Curtis Gregory, Cole Bradbury, Marlon Young, Ben Rushworth. It's gonna really switch up the flow now because the top 5 are gonna be fighting with each other hard with the same weight. And with Luca Andretti's race win, I think he's gonna be happy with this one. In the second race, it's just what can he pick off? Because remember, you're up against everyone in this championship, so just because you win a race, it's not over yet. You got to finish high up there to put your other competitors down the order. Sebastian Duran, P2 for him right now, and looking fantastic out there. The man who's doing very well to challenge up Luca Andretti. I have not seen Gabriel in this race. Saw him in qualifying. Oh, sorry, saw him in open practice throughout the week, but not see him here today. Hopefully we'll see him one day. Dante Abal chasing down Sebastian Duran. Very close in qualifying times, doing very well in his first road race out here in Caribbean Motor Racing Sim Club. Doing very well. Yellow flags though. Oh, facing the wrong way. That's not what you want to see. Gets it going though, but he's going to lose some valuable time. But like I said, it's better to just scrap this race off and play for the reverse grid. But there we see on pit exit, Ben and Ben. 2 Bens out here racing against each other. Turner, a driver we have seen in the GT3 Masters. Ben Rushworth, our newcomer here. Both now fighting for position here. So we got 2 Castros and 2 Bens. That is some history in the making, I will say, definitely. But we're reaching the halfway point, and that's the halfway point. A lot more drivers are going to start coming into the pits. One of them, your race leader, Luca Andretti. So Sebastian Duran is going to be taking over race lead. 4 tires coming up for the Swiss Superman. As we go down the order, let's continue now. Angelo Gilles, the Argentine, is doing a very good job. One of the fastest rookie drivers here. Just looking fantastic out here. I am noticing something. If you look at that map out here, that looks like a train in the background. Yeah, it is. Yeah, there you see them all on the back straight. Looking lovely out there. Sean Lee, P4 at the moment. Looking very fast as well. Just about made the end of qualifying. He had been practicing all week. Happy to see him back racing. Danny Nasir, P5. Of course, a lot of these positions being shuffled up with a lot of drivers pitting in. Luca Andretti on pit exit now. Has Sergio Castro now. Sergio not pitting. So Luca Andretti is going to be putting some pressure as this is the fight for P6 at the moment. And being held up, it's going to allow Sebastian Duran to spread his wings. And after that pit stop phase, is going to be able to get back in it side by side there on the straight here. Backing out Sergio. Sebastian up on the top. He's going to be having some valuable time and smart to pit now. But yep, Sergio Castro, another debut. One of the two Castros out here in this race. Fantastic job from him. Ooh, but check this out. What is this going on here? Curtis Gregory, Ben Rushworth, both running wide off the track. They're racing very hard out here. Martin Webster out there. But we're just going to take a pause momentarily because I want to see where Luca Andretti is going to come out. A lot of drivers coming into the pits, so Luca Andretti is going to have clean air. Remember, he was leading this race. Sebastian Durant still in the pits, waiting for him to come out. He's at the key there. You're going to see his name in the rear. There he is, Luca Andretti on corner, turn 1 there. We're going to see him. There we go, just up the road. Sergio is now going to be in P3 here as Sebastian Durant's going to file out in 4th. But great strategy here from Luca Andretti to now take the virtual lead here in this race. Sean Lee, Danny Nasir, Curtis Gregory, all in pit road. Carl Bradbury is having a good race out here as well. Had some fun fights, but back in the background here, I do see Sean Lee and Ben Rushworth. Rushworth, a great debut as well. A lot of these drivers who are in their debut race, fantastic results, I will say, so far in this one. And we're at 13 minutes left to go. Sean Lee trying to catch up. Martin Webster in P9. Looking very feisty, not the cleanest of the first 10 minutes of this race. First 5 minutes, I will say. Making contact with his teammate, it was trouble for him. Meanwhile, your fight for P3, Sebastian Durant really trying to get the move done on Sergio Castro, who needs to make a pit stop, but making it hard on these drivers here. As they enter through now. Sebastian Durant able to get the move done. But it is just Castro. Sergio, the last driver to make his pit stop, is Dante Ball finally in and coming right back out. P12 looking pretty feisty out here. There we see Curtis Gregory, David Castro fighting out here. But Sean Lee and Ben Rushworth now racing down the front straight. They see some cars on pit exit. Is that Cole Bradbury? Not too sure. He's out the way though. But a little bit of gap opening on the inside there. Not the space Sean wants just yet. Through the chicane. Looking very good here as he races down through the snake section to the family grandstands out here. First time I sat here, fun fact, back in 2017. So I know this corner like the back of my hand. Sean Lee, though, also knowing it like the back of his hand. Still staying at the rear end of Rushworth's car now. Through the next set of chicanes. A lot more sausage curb from Ben. Sean takes the other one. 11 minutes, just 11 minutes to go. No extra lap. So they're slowly coming down to the end of it. Chasing him down on the straight. Sergio finally making his pit stop. And he's going to be coming in. First stop is going to shuffle everyone up. So looking at him now, still in pits. So he did a great job of fighting the front runners to slow him down and go for a long pit stop phase. Meanwhile, though, as the drivers start to settle down for their positions, Sean Lee and Ben Rushworth battle for P6. Far from over. Sean Lee really trying to close this gap up. Remember, Sean Lee did not have the perfect of GT3 championships last month. Out! Oh my god, I really don't want to say anything about Sean. I'm not going to say anything negative about Sean, but there's nowhere to go but up from this point. Sean Lee is doing a fantastic job in this race. P7 so far, but this is going to be a huge result. Remember, it's not 2 races for points, it's just 1 race out the 2. Best result gives you that point score. So if this is the best I'm not. I honestly, Sean is going to improve from P7. I really feel like it. I really feel like he is going to improve from this position. But he's falling down just a tad bit. But it's great practice in this 30-minute race for each and every single one of these drivers. Because that race 2, being a reverse grid, is all going to be about being smart and overtaking in a proper manner. Sean Lee, though, through the hairpin section. Gets it going there. And is this your closest battle on track? It is not, because side by side on the front straight, Marlon Young. What is going on here? Marlon Young, trouble. What is going on? He stops the car. There's something wrong with it. He's sitting in the middle of turn 1 there. What is going on? Trouble for the Guyanese driver. Hopefully he can get that back running again. Not too sure what's going on. But if he's falling back the order now, this is going to give him a reverse grid pole, but sacrificing your position, was it worth it? And not just that. I mean, maybe there's trouble on this car. I don't know. I don't know. But one thing's for sure, to get that reverse grid pole, you need to finish the race. Ben Turner in the pit lane. I haven't seen him come in and temporarily retire here. But he's not going to get reverse grid. I just want to let you guys know, the reverse grid is only going to be determined if you finish the race completely. So if you do DNF in this race, you will be starting from the back in race 2. So just keep that in mind. You have to finish the race. So Marlon Young, still trouble for him. And I really don't know what's going on with that car. Yeah, I'm not too sure. So the yellow flag's on turn 1. It's just for a struck-in car in the middle of the grass. So just keep that in mind. And Marlon, if you can't get that going, I'm not too sure what the situation is, but if you're unable to get the car going, you gotta teleport that into the pits. If you can get it going, though, feel free to just start driving again. But if you can't, we need you back in the pits. So, Marlon Young, trouble for him. 6 minutes and 47 seconds left to go in this one. Really don't know what's wrong. Looking at Martin Webster, a fun fact, the X-Play drivers of Martin Webster and Marlon Young are sitting right next to each other. So, something has to be going on in person there. Because Martin Webster is looking fine. But, oh! What was that? Martin Webster cutting the chicane through there? I'm not too sure what's going on there. Did he miss his braking point, or did he just go flat through that corner? Wow, I'm baffled there for a moment. I know the drivers have 5 cut warnings, but that is one interesting way to take advantage of that system if he did that on purpose. Martin Webster, I hope he had a throttle stuck, and that's why Marlon Young is also having trouble, because that was a bit naughty there from Martin Webster. I will say, if that was just to try to catch up to the guys ahead. 5 minutes left, and there's still a reverse grid coming up. That is interesting, I will say. Meanwhile, though, this race has been honestly fantastic. One of the best races. One of the most cleanest races and best races I've ever seen for this year. Loved every bit of it. We're coming down to the last 5 minutes of race 1 of 2. That's right, folks. Second race is coming up. Reverse grid. The top 5 is going to be BOP'd. So if it stays like this, and the BOP is not going to change between the top 5, everyone's going to have the same. It's going to be Luca Andretta, Sebastian Duran, Dante Abal, Angelio, and Cole. the top 5 there are going to receive BOP and sent to the back of the grid, where it's going to be a lot more difficult to climb back up. So that means, you know, drivers like P6 to 14, Rushworth, Lee, Webster, Nasir, the 2 Castros, Sergio and David, Gregory as well, Marlon Young, and Ben Turner, chance at glory. So 2 race winners here today. So there will guarantee be a tie in the points for, I think, almost each position. So it'll be very interesting as this championship unfolds. We're going to really see, you know, how close these points are really going to be. 4 minutes to go. So, of course, it has quieted down. I think the crowd has lost their voice there for a moment there. But what a race, guys. If you have enjoyed that, make sure to hit that like button. Subscribe if you loved this race so far. Race 2 coming up, 10-lap sprint. That's going to be a fun one. And yeah, we're on course to 550 subscribers. It'd be awesome if you can help us hit that subscriber goal. But if you want to get in on this action, Ferrari Challenge North America, hit that subscribe button and also get in on the action. Join our Discord. It's linked in the live chat. If you enjoy what's going on so far. Looking for any close fights we have on track. I see 3.4 here. No, see, 3 seconds to Gilles and Bradbury. Big opportunity for Cole to score a P4 here. But Luca Andretti, another masterclass. But this time, it's not 2 races where you can go 50 points in 1 race. No, 25, that's the max you're getting here for today. And the next objective here is just to defend your positioning. As he goes through the chicane here. Wow, just so quick, man. Let's take a lap with him. With Luca Andretti on board. While we're at it, let's turn it up. To break this lap, but I do see a fight going underway between Sean Lee and Ben Rushworth. These two have not let go of each other, and they're coming up to the last lap or two, about 2-3 laps to go in this one. Just one last reminder, once the timer expires, that will be the last lap. So that will be depending on where the leader is. So there's no extra lap after the timer expires. Once the timer expires, it's whatever lap the current leader is on that will determine the final lap. Sean Lee taking it a little bit deep there, but a chance big time for points. Battle for P6, 42 seconds left to go. And Sean Lee, huge opportunity here as we get rid of the take to turn it up here. Because that battle has actually turned up. Through the chicanes here, a lot of curb from both of them. But it looks to me 20 seconds left to go. Luca Andretti through Sector 2 is on the final lap. And this is your closest battle we have. Battle for P6 on track. 8/10 the difference. Right, everyone, final lap. It is final lap. drivers know. 1 to go for Montreal in this first race. Sean Lee. Can he pull it back? 9/10 though. It has opened up. But meanwhile, as these two guys fight to the very end, Luca Andretta is at the very end. And Luca Andretta is going to have the maximum points here for today. 25 going to him. The Swiss Superman taking another victory. Here at Montreal, race 1 goes to Luca Andretta. What a race from him. Meanwhile, though, Sebastian Durant finishes P2. Dante Abal is going to be finishing P3. The question is, who's going to be finishing P6? 5/10 the difference, 2 corners to go. It's going to be very hard now. It's either a mistake or a long shot from Sean Lee. Final braking zone for them. Very close now. Sean Lee gets onto the rear. Can't get it done. A little bit of a slide there from Ben Rushworth. But Rushworth in his debut is going to finish P6. What a fight there to the very end. The debut driver of Angelo Galisi. Wow. Gotta give him props there. P4 as well. 4/10 that finish at the very end. Driver still yet to finish now. Danny Nasir, P9. Just holding off Sergio Castro. David Castro coming around now to finish in 10th and 11th position in his debut race. Curtis Gregory down in the back. Ben Turner has retired from this one. And wow, what a race there. What a first race here at Montreal. Race 2 coming up, but wow. Epic results. Well, I'm lightheaded after that one. Wow, I'm getting some lag here. Apologies. Not too sure what's going on. But yeah.
Okay, that should be a penalty to Durant because he's gone to DD. I'm sorry.
Ow!
You've just crippled Luca.
That was honestly one of the best races I've witnessed here for this year. That was an awesome one.
Wait, Luca, give me a second. I want to do something to him.
There's Luca Andretta having a bit of fun time here. We're gonna let him be.
How did he get away with that?
How does a stop and go work?
You stop in your pit box or somewhere in the pit lane. Wait for the timer to run out.
I stopped.
Nice
The
race, Ben.
timer just wasn't going down.
Let me get a water.
Apologies for the language there. 47 seconds. We're gonna exit the server, so everyone please leave the section here. Reverse grid coming up in about 5 minutes time. Once again, once the session loads up, there'll be a 5-minute warm-up. 2-minute warm-up, and then we get into the race. I'm gonna save the interviews till after both races are complete, but as of now, congratulations. Great result. Top 3 there. Top 5 is going to receive BOP and starting from the back. Full reverse grid.
Yay, I am being restricted. Yay.
Let's go. Well, you are... Yeah. I think the top 3 of Marlon Young, Danny Nasir, and Angelo are all going to be receiving just 5 less than the
Hey,
rest.
Marlon.
So I'm going to let you guys be. I'm going to let you guys know when the session comes back up. What a race there it was from that one. Holy moly, that was an incredible race there from the crew. First race done. Race 2 coming up for the day. Remember, can they improve their result? So just before we get into the session there, I'm just going to make sure we have the replay of race 1. So stay tuned, folks. We will be right back.
it, like, because I thought it was
Session is
tires
up,
at
session
first
is
as
up,
well.
session is up. 2-minute practice.
I checked my app, and then I see that, because I can see the brake temp, the tire temp, pressures, whatever. I checked the brake temp. After 2 laps, 1,200 degrees under...
Gonna let them continue to chat amongst themselves. Getting right back on track. Here we go, boys. We are just reaching the end now. And the sun has set here. In Montreal. The drivers now, get ready here.
Luca, I'll tell you what though. Try turn 2, like turn 2. It's completely full throttle due to our weight.
Alright, there we go. Alright. Race 2 coming up now. It's a 10-lap sprint with a reverse grid. This one is going to be a whole lot more interesting. Alright, just want to quickly let you guys know that this is going to be a 10-lap sprint. As you guys can see, the top 5 of that race did get 150 kilograms of weight and 100% restrictor of engine. The only person who does not is 145 to Angelo. That's just because he had the insurance ballast from over the week. If you want to learn what that is in the Ferrari chat. But yes, in order for your positions to count, so even though your top 5 results may be the best results you will have, you must finish 75% of this race in order for that to count. So you can't just be like, all right, race 1, I won that race. Race 2, I don't have to race it since I'm already gonna bank my points. So to prevent the rage quitting and walking away, basically you just gotta finish 75%, which is, you know, it's basically the whole race. It's like what, 8 laps?
So Seb,
7 laps.
Luca, should we just have a funky town battle at the back?
No, the thing is about the fuel though, since we have more restricted, don't we just drink more since we're slower? It's only air.
How much fuel are you loading?
I have no clue.
I'm
because it
thinking
won't count.
42.
I need 2 laps to calculate it.
42, I think.
If you guys just want to be safe and use the full tank, you can. Or what you were using last time. That's going to be more than enough.
42 liters.
Well, we got weight anyways.
Guys, it's about 42 liters.
Alright, you guys will be on the grid 2 minutes, I believe. So we go lights out.
At this point, it doesn't matter how much fuel you
2
put
minutes. 2 minutes, guys. So be ready. Remember, no mandatory pit stop. It's a sprint race. Straight to the checkered flag. The grid has been completely reversed from the last race.
And people say when the lights go out, the expletives start. So here we go.
So, as the drivers now are on the grid here for race number 2 of this one. This one's going to be a lot more exciting out here. With the top drivers completely different. Reminiscent of the BTCC Legends Championship. Let's go through that grid to have you familiar with who's starting at the top. Here we go. So it is Ben Turner who starts on pole position, followed by Marlon Young. Then it is Curtis Gregory, followed by David Castro, Sergio Castro, Danny Nasir, Martin Webster, Sean Lee, Ben Rushworth, Cole Bradbury, Angelo Galisi, Dante Abal, Sebastian Duran, and Luca Andretti. With just a minute to go, the sun has set here in Circuit Gilles Villeneuve. Still a bit of sunlight out here, but we look to the start. 40 seconds to go. This is where all hell can break loose. The drivers must complete 75% distance in order for their first race results to count. So it's all in. Go big or go home. 10-lap race coming your way. So 10 laps, here we go, folks. 20 seconds left to go now. The crowd is about to go absolutely berserk. Reverse grid races are always the most entertaining. How will it fare after race 1? Here we go. Let's sound it off. 5 seconds, the lights should be coming on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lights for the second time today. We go racing. Ben Turner, great start from him. Let's instantly go trackside so we can watch these positions go through now. 3 wide, so many cars going off. 1 car spinning in the background. That's Martin Webster collecting Luca Andretti. Through the mix of things now, Ben Turner now in the lead, followed by Marlon Young side by side, Curtis Gregory and Castro there in the background, still side by side, tucks back in. They all slowly start to snake through. Bit of damage there from Ben, not too sure. Danny Nasir trying to find a move up there. Got squeezed out a lot there. Sean Lee trying to inch in side by side. Corner exit there. So just 10 laps, only 10 laps for these guys to make it all happen. Look at this, and all the drivers trying to follow through. Even though there are some drivers with weight, they're all going to be in it here. Look at this pack racing in the back. Side by side, Danny Nasir, Sean Lee. Hard in the braking zone. But look at that, oh my God, 3 wide. Martin Webster trying to follow through. Dante Ball splits the needle, goes through. Wow, what a maneuver. 2 by 2 in the background. In the front, though, it's Ben Turner, followed by Marlon Young, Curtis Gregory, top 3. But oh my God, take a look at this! Sebastian Duran on the inside! Wow, you're gonna have to back out of that one! Whoa, my goodness! Car in the wall! And it is nosedived on the wall of champions! He is... Wow, oh my goodness.
It's ridiculous.
Just remember, 75% distance you all must complete in order for the first race results to count.
Why did you break so...
But these guys are really having it all. Oh no! Curtis Gregory! In pit road! But contact, I'm not too sure who was between. Danny Nasir getting rear-ended momentarily by Martin Webster. Martin is missing out his braking point. Curtis Gregory retiring, therefore he's stuck down at 0 points. So if he was in the top 10 there, it's not gonna count. Meanwhile, Sean Lee onto the brakes hard now. Just losing out there, has to concede the position to Sergio. Gets that done. Meanwhile, Luca Andretti getting past Angelo. Honking his way to success. But nightmare for Curtis Gregory. Man, he was up there for position. For P3. That is now shuffled down. Ben Turner in P1. Marlon Young is going to be second place right now, doing very well for X-Play. Fastest lap there for Ben. Meanwhile, side by side, Cole Bradbury and Angelo through the curbs there. Little bit of space, not too sure if he was squeezed out completely. Meanwhile, Martin Webster really trying to hustle this car, but man, spinning out early on at the start of that one. He was the only one to really lose out, actually. So mighty unfortunate for him. Really trying to push this car, trying to get some positions now. He's in P8. But is it a chaotic start this time around, or was it really just one man getting it wrong and the rest really fighting hard? Luca Andretti, though, already has built up a 7-second gap between himself and the car behind, but lap 3 of 10 here. Not too sure. Our lap counters not counting exactly at the moment. We're going to try to see if we can get that one sorted as soon as possible for you guys. That out, unable to do so. Meanwhile, Sean Lee side by side with Sergio Castro now on the outside, and no contact is made there, but pushed out a little bit wide. There is Sergio, gets the move done. Sean Lee up into 5th now. Martin Webster still desperately trying to find a way to get past now. And oh, Martin Webster deep, very deep. Just avoiding Danny Nasir. Has he got it out for Danny? No! Contact! Martin Webster fully getting it wrong there. Luca's gonna honk his way through, and he is up to P7. Danny Nasir, ooh, just reversing out the way. Gets it going. Webster, though. That was not the best of rejoins, I will say. Meanwhile, though, Marlon Young has closed up the gap to Ben Rushmore now. Your battle for P2. We also have your battle for P5. Sergio Castro trying to get back down onto Sean Lee. But Marlon Young, really the only driver who's getting it all wrong here. Oh my God, squiggling through! Oh, and the wall there! He saves it, Ben Rushmore, but he loses the position to Marlon Young, who Marlon now goes back into P2. Oh, but Marlon, though, don't get too excited, gets a little bit wide. David Castro up there as well. What a fight. What a battle this is. But not too sure why we are not able to see the laps, so we are just going to have right back what we used to have. There we go, lap 5 of 10 for you guys here, so we're in the halfway stage, 50% complete in this race. So they need to complete 7.5 laps, and then they are banked. Laps will be banked. As they enter to the hairpin section, check this out though. Ben Rushmore side by side with Marlon Young. Still side by side as they enter down the back straight. Rushmore with a lot better of an advantage here. Still side by side, a bit of contact was made to the chicane now. Who is braver on the brakes? Marlon Young swipes through, gets the move done, keeps the move, in fact, but Ben Rushmore comes right back at it. Lap 6 of 10, 4 to go. Rushmore now on the inside as they head into 1. Still side by side, keep an eye on David Castro. Potential to get a position through here. Marlon still up ahead. Rushmore trying to get some space there. The door is closed. Young still in P2. A race and a half for these guys here. In the front pack, this is what we wanted. With the top 5 getting BOP, it gives a chance to all these drivers who are in such similar skill levels to get back in it. Castro right behind him. 3 cars, fight for the podium, fight for P2. Sean Lee not too far behind. Could potentially get in this battle though. Marlon Young, a little too much sausage curve, goes wide. Ben now getting into the outside, gets the move done. Marlon Young, nightmare for him. Loses 2 positions in the span of 1 corner. Still a chance though to fight back in it. David Castro now on the inside. Can he take advantage of Ben Rushworth now? Side by side for P2. Tucks back in, gets into the slipstream now. Trying to break the slipstream. There you see that snake now. That's going down here. Pulls out David Castro. Can't get it done. Marlon Young on the brakes now. Following behind. Looking for a mistake to take an advantage of. Ben Turner. Fastest lap. All this. Big points. Big points for them. In through turn 1 and turn 2. Gets it going now. We are hearing word from the paddock pen. Martin Webster, hard to drive with noise in my ear. Oh, trouble! Shot in the wall! We've reached that 75% distance, so the points are banked, but trouble for Sean Lee. Wow, he was up there. Unfortunate for him, losing out there. Lap 7 now. Meanwhile, look at the front, guys. The rear pack here of P10, P11 there. Who is this battle of? Dante, Cole, and Angelo up there. What a fight. And especially this one, which I'm most excited about. Lap 7 of 10 as we enter 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Marlon Young really hustling now. The whole weight of the Caribbean on Marlon Young's back, so no pressure here, sir. As they enter through the chicane section, a lot of momentum. Really trying to catch up to David Castro. Into the braking zone. Corner exit looking pretty good. Lap 8 of 10. Ben Turner has this race under control. Danny Nasir making a move on Dante. Remember, that weight is going to be a nightmare, especially on the straight. So Danny Nasir, big chance. Cutting through traffic like he's playing no hezzy. Dante, though, is a chance to get P10. And he, in fact, gets that move done. Danny Nasir now has Galisi up ahead of him. Meanwhile, 2/10 the difference. Rushworth in the distance now. Able to sail free out of this train here. Marlon Young, can he get on the podium? First time in so long. Or will David, in his debut, get on the podium? For Argentina. They're entering now, lap 9 of 10. 2 to go from the Montreal takeover. Oh, a lot of curb there, a lot of sausage curb from Marlon Young. Meanwhile, just want to look at the background here. Into the hairpin section. We're going to take a look. I just want to see how crazy different is the pace. And there you see on the straight, he's a sitting duck. Danny Nasir able to sail through and get that move done. But back up here, though. Trying to push hard. 2 laps to go now. Ben Turner with that 7.5 gap. Looking amazing. Keeping the dream alive. Marlon Young just within a second, barely 9/10 really trying to push. David really trying to close up to Ben in these last couple stages here. Oh, but very wide though goes David Castro. Still a chance for Marlon Young to close up. Seventh gear, 287 kilometers down the back straight. 1 to go from Montreal. Final lap. Who is going to take home P2? 130.5 from David. 130.8 from Marlon. Very deep goes David this time around as well. Gets it going once more. Through the first set of chicanes. Almost hitting the wall. Doesn't. Sebastian Duran. Yellow flags for him. He's off the track. The leaders are going to come up to him very quickly. Do we have a rear camera here for this fight? We do, just about. David really holding on for dear life, looking at a Ferrari in the distance. Not too sure who that is. Oh, it's Sebastian Duran! Sebastian! Oh my goodness, he's in the middle of the racetrack. What's going on? Oh my goodness, a heart attack for all of these drivers here. Especially these two. It's still closed up though. Nothing has changed. But we look at the final corner though in the scarlet red Ferrari. Ben Turner, welcome back. The Englishman, as he enters the final corner, exits onto the front straight. He's tied now with Luca Andretto for the championship lead. He wins the sprint race at Montreal. Second place, Ben Rushworth. Third place is going to go to David Castro, and an amazing debut. Marlon Young will finish P4. Sergio Castro P5. Sean Lee with a mistake. It's a bit unfortunate, but he hasn't lost much. Meanwhile, though, check a look at this. Danny Nasir, Luca Andretto, still with each other. Andretto now, can he get a move done? No, he can't. The weighted down vehicle. Just a little too much. However, hold on a second, folks. No, he cannot. Can't get it done. Danny Nasir is going to finish 7th position. 8th to Luca. 9th to Galicio. What a race. Dante will finish in P10. But Ben Turner, what a race. What a race, man. Today, fantastic results. Let's head right to the paddock.
BOP. He's gonna
Oh,
get
fix
flashbacks.
BOP, fix BOP, please.
No.
He's gonna get flashbacks from
That's the
GT3,
point. I asked the top three of race 1 and race 2 to stay put in the race chat. We're going to be dragging up individuals to the interview room, starting with race 1. So just be ready for an interview. It'll be a quick one. All right, what an event that was. Let's go congratulate our top drivers, starting off with Dante Abal. Let's find him here. Do we see him? Don't think so. Unfortunately, we do not see him. That's a little bit unfortunate. Sebastian Duran, let's go talk to him. Sebastian Duran, P2 in race 1. Oh, a hell of a fight between yourself and Luca early on. But then after that, it looked like a bit of a quiet one towards the end. Sebastian, though, take it away. How was that race for you?
What can I say? I didn't have the pace to beat Luca this time. You can see that through the live timings, even when practicing, I just didn't manage to get any closer to him. I think the maximum time I could get on him was like 2/10, and that was it. I'm not sure if I could have fought for the victory. and it wasn't the best of a race. I had a couple of mistakes in the I think it was the first chicane, and the track is a little bit evil. The walls are magnets, so you get stuck on them. So being on the absolute limit is hard. And then second race was a complete disaster. It started good, but then I misjudged the braking point at the last chicane, and then I had to skip it. Otherwise, I would crash into the other guys. And then someone hit me, and I touched the wall, and that was my race. I got teleported to the pits. So yeah, but I'll take P3.
P3 is a great result, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
And well, yeah, go.
No, just saying, fantastic result there. Actually, it was P2, not P3 for you.
Oh yeah, sorry.
So yeah.
P2, sorry.
Yeah,
Yes.
awesome result though.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, congratulations. I'll drag you right back into the other chat. All right, let's talk to our race winner. Luca Andretta, race winner for the first one. All under control. Another classic Andretta moment. Luca, how was that one?
I'm eating gummy bears right now. I'm just chilling.
Oh, the victory snack.
Yeah, as per, well, not as per usual. This is quite special, but yeah. Never mind. Race one, it was just, I didn't do too much practice. But just to clarify to other people, no, I did not do a 29.2 on just 7 laps of practice. I didn't know the track beforehand. I did 20 in single player, and then I hopped on the server just to set a benchmark. And then I did a 0.2, and then now today I did more practice, and we did the 8.8, which was quite quick, honestly. It can still go faster, but the hardest thing about the car is the open diff on the rear, because you have to run the car with no traction control to be quick at all. And it's just, if you're not, you got to be so delicate with the throttle on corner exit, and when you get on curbs and stuff, you got to lift it a tiny bit and then get back on when you drop back down, and maybe even short shift so you can bring all that torque throughout. It's just really complicated with the car. But yeah, during the race, it was fine all at the start and whatever, just defended my position at the race start, and then it was just and just run away, I guess. On lap 3 or 4, the first chicane thingy with the wall on the outside on the exit, that was the very sketchy one, and I clipped it just that little bit, and it just I went from 180 to just 0 in like, I don't know, 1 millisecond. Like, I just stopped instantly. I continued driving. I had enough of a gap, and I somehow got away from Sebastian again with front aero damage. The car understeered anyway, so it didn't really change much, but yeah. And then it was just run till the end and keep it alive. And should I also talk about race 2, or?
If you want, I understand the BOP was a little bit of a hassle for you. The reaction of the BOP is interesting, to say the least, but the main part of the BOP is to act like how the BTCC was with the BOP. That really in that race too, it separated a lot of you fast drivers to give, a chance to the others to really have that momentum. I'm not saying I'm trying to rob you guys of better results or, trying to equal your best, but it is supposed to weigh you down quite a bit, and that's that penalty. But at the same time, it now is going to bring different drivers in contention for that championship, since it's the best result out the 2 races. So right now you would be tied for P1 in the standings.
Mm-hmm.
But overall, though, that second race was very chaotic as well for you in the back. Take it away. How was that one?
The second race, it was with the BOP, I guess it was quite okay. The start of the race, the first 3 corners were quite a bit of a hassle. I got off the line. I immediately tried to go for a move. I couldn't see left, I couldn't see right, because there's just car left and right. I can't see anything. Sebastian's on the inside. He defends me. I can't see anything there. Then he suddenly goes way further left, and I'm like, oh, there's way more track there. So I gun it down the inside. We were 3 wide. I just gun it down the inside. And now there's a gray car 90 degrees sideways in front of me, and I have no clue what to do. And I'm like, where am I supposed to go? And I can only go straight because there's cars everywhere around. There you go. That was the bonker route. So I just cut over the grass on the corner and managed to get back on track without losing well, I mean, I did lose a lot of time. But not too much time in what happened.
Yeah.
And then I tried to run away. I tried to drive past school, drive past everyone, and then right at the end, Daddy, you lucky. I should have been pushing the entire time. I know this from now on. If you don't know where you are, where other people are, just keep on pushing the damn car. Just keep on pushing. Don't stop, because else you're gonna have someone like Danny catch up to you in the last 2 corners of the race and overtake you and rob you points.
Yep.
But yeah. Anyways, it was fun.
Well, congratulations. You are tied for the championship lead. Going into the next one, best of luck in the future. But overall, great race.
Cheers, please.
All right, let's talk to our race 2 drivers. All right, Ben, you are in the interview booth. P1 in the second race. A great result from you. First of all, welcome back, Ben. Man, that was an incredible 2 races for you. First of all, do we have you on mic?
Yep, I'm here.
Yep. So yeah, overall, incredible results both for race 1 and 2. Take it away. Race 2, how was that one for you?
I mean, considering the unfortunate, stop and go penalties I got in race 1, started on the front row, drove it out, drove my best laps I could, came home for the win.
Yeah, maybe a blessing in disguise. Not too sure what that was though, but it will be investigated and figured out like what was going on there with you. But overall though, looked like a smooth sailing race for you. Anything you just want to add on, especially for race 1? Any highlights?
I had a good battle with Cole. That was interesting, and we're both pretty evenly matched on pace. It's just a shame that I couldn't see that battle through to the end.
Yeah, it's a bit unfortunate there. But overall, though, I mean, now in this second race, having the lead / tied in the championship points should be feeling good. And hey, first of all, we're happy to have you back. And yeah, hopefully we'll see you in the last 3 rounds of this championship. Is going to be very tight when it comes to points. So you're really going to have to be on your A game.
I'll make sure to bring it every week then.
Let's go. Congratulations on that race win.
Thank you very much.
All right, we'll drag him right back in to the other chat. We see Marlon Young in P2. Just want to confirm that, if that's the case. No, it's Ben Rushmouth, so I'm not too sure why those timing sheets are saying that. Let's talk to the other Ben here. All right, Ben, you have you're in the interview booth. Do we have a mic on you?
Yes, hello.
All right, first of all, welcome to Caribbean Motor Racing Sim Club. That was an awesome debut for you here today. Yeah, take it away. Floor is all yours. How were those races for you?
I thought the first race was quite fun for me. I was quite surprised to be as high up as I was, and I was also quite surprised about the brakes in that car. They definitely heated up very quickly, and it very much caught me off guard during the race. Next thing, he bumped someone over it.
Yeah, they were very hard to control, I will say, as the race progressed on. The brakes just... I guess we couldn't afford the newest of brakes. You had to go to the scrapyard for them. But overall, though, incredible battle race 1 between yourself and Sean Lee. I mean, that was an iconic one to watch at the very end. And then we just couldn't get our eyes off of you going up against Marlon Young there. Keeping that one alive, as well as David Castro. That was incredible fights. And anything you want to like highlight there from those 2 races?
Sorry, my mind's blank and it's quite late for me.
That's all good.
Yeah, for the most part, the racing was very clean and respectable, and I definitely had fun racing, especially race 2. That race the racing we had for P2 was very fun for me. Just constantly back and forth one another. I was very surprised we didn't absolutely murder one another into the last chicane when we were racing through there.
But you managed to get it done safely, and like you guys still had a very respectful battle between each other. Ben, will we be seeing you in some future events?
Perhaps.
Well,
That's all I could say, just perhaps.
Perhaps. I'll take it perhaps. You are tied for second in the championship points. So that is always a good sign to keep you motivated, at least. If you wanted to race again, hey, you're in for a shot. Overall, though, yeah, congratulations. Hopefully, we'll see you in the next one. And yeah, amazing debut. Amazing stuff.
Right,
congratulations. We'll drag him back in. And our man in P3, don't think we see him. David Castro is not in the chat. So unfortunate there. But that's going to do it here for race 1. How do you like the championship? A whole kind of funky format, but man, it pulls out some crazy racing. I will say that, ladies and gentlemen, that's Montreal complete. If you haven't noticed already, all these tracks, except for one, featured in the Real Ferrari Challenge series. This one, I mean, the racing we saw in that first race especially is the type of racing that is done in real life. So, can't wait to see what the future is going to bring us for this championship. Ferrari Challenge is here. 3 rounds to go. Next week, it's Mid-Ohio. We go to America for that one. And we'll see you in 1 week's time.